Check your jaw right now. Is it relaxed? For most women I work with, the answer is no. Even when nothing is wrong, even when the day is fine, even when they just sat down specifically to rest, the jaw is still holding. I want to tell you about a woman I treated a few years ago. Senior leader, competent, the person everyone called when something needed to actually get done. She came to me for neck pain. In our third session, she said something that I've never forgotten. She said, I don't think I have taken a full breath in about 11 years. She wasn't being dramatic. She meant it literally. Maybe somewhere around the time her mother got sick and her marriage got hard and her career got super demanding, she just stopped exhaling completely. She was still inhaling, still functioning, still showing up, doing things, everything. But the exhale, that release, has stopped happening. And this is what I want to talk to you about today. That not the burnout as a productivity problem, not exhaustion as something you fix with magnesium and a better morning routine, but why some women's bodies forget how to exhale, and why that forgetting didn't actually start with them. So here's what science calls it: chronic activation state. Your nervous system has been running on low level alert for so long that alert has become your baseline. And rest doesn't feel like rest. It feels like waiting for, something to go wrong. Stillness doesn't feel like peace. It feels like actually falling behind. And then the body that is supposed to be your home feels like a place you can't quite settle into. And I want you to know that this is not a weakness. This is actually adaptation. Your nervous system adapted to an environment that it required you to be on, off, on. And then the question that changes everything in this situation is, whose environment was that first? Because here's what most advice about exhaustion gets wrong. It treats exhaustion like a resource problem. You ran out of energy, refill the energy, sleep more, eat better, book the massage. And you've probably tried all of those things. They help for about few days, 2 or 3 days, 4 days, and then you're back because you didn't run out of energy. Your nervous system never got the signal that it was allowed to stop spending it. And maybe somewhere in your line there was a woman who didn't have the luxury to rest. Maybe she was raising children on her own. Maybe she was holding a family together through something that nearly broke it. Maybe strength wasn't a choice she made. It was the only available option. She survived, and more than survived. She transmitted something to every woman who came after her. A way of being in a body. A level of vigilance that felt like love. A baseline of readiness that passed from her nervous system to her daughters and maybe then to yours. And that pattern you're living right now is not a character flaw. It's an inheritance. And once you know it's inherited, something shifts, because now you can stop trying to fix yourself and start learning to work with what was handed to you. Because you cannot willpower your way out of an inherited nervous system pattern, but you can learn to recognize it. You can learn to work with it, and you can learn slowly to update it. Not erase it, update it. Because the strength that was also handed down to you is real. The capacity you carry is real. And what you're learning right now is just how to carry it without it costing you everything. Check your jaw again. Did it release even slightly just by being asked? That's your nervous system responding to the signal that it is allowed to do so. It has been waiting for that signal for a long time. And yes, if this sounds familiar, like and subscribe, because this is exactly what we explore here. And mainly where the pattern came from, how it lives in the body, what it actually takes to shift it. And hopefully I will see you in the next one.